What's going on? It's your host, King Crucial. I'm in the building with my co-host, Chaos.
You know. Yeah, you don't sound too enthusiastic to see me on here today, sir. I was investigating. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at you. You didn't look. I didn't see
Hey,
the there. That's a little better, bro. I feel like
man, I was trying to get the butt out the
do I need to go headset on y'all, man?
couple out my teeth, bro. I can't talk with actually. It's gonna bother me the whole stream.
Thank you,
It's all
sir.
good. You know, I've
Hey,
been
man.
busting down. But yeah, what's going on with you, man? Give us the update.
Oh, me just acting like a mallard duck. Being
First off, I
smooth
see
on
you
the
with the new
surface.
logo for the Miriam Project. Talk to
Oh,
me.
just evolving, unlike the bad science. You know what I'm saying? Evidence of evolution. There you go.
Okay, I love it.
That was a jab at the evolutionists, by the way. If anybody missed that, I don't know.
Yeah,
Since
definitely went over
cancel
my head
culture is
for a bit.
over, huh?
I said definitely went over my head for a minute.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
With that
man.
being said, what you were saying here?
No, I was just saying. Other than slowly progressing towards the ultimate form, I've just been, making sure that I'm prepared for every opportunity. But other than that, same as usual, breathing and stuff.
Just breathing, walking this earth, walking
What
around breathing
I
and
see you with
drinking water.
the green screen, the mic shut up close by. What you got going on over there? You know what I'm saying? What you got to do?
Like you said, proof of the evolution. We must evolve. Gotta keep going up, up, and up. You feel me? That's it.
Yeah, I
But
know. I know we've been in touch a little bit.
I'm happy. So get free thinkers come up and drop in if they want to. First episode back. Let's make it special. I don't.
Oh, the Prince hit you?
Uh, he's not. Oh no, I'm gonna send him the link though. Maybe he'll pop in.
Yeah, hey, send a link to Cuz too.
Do that.
Uh, King Hero.
You? Oh
Mm-hmm.
man. Oh man.
Just see anybody touch us before we get on topic.
Bro, I'll be dope because I ain't talked to bro in forever. Like literally probably since the last time we did a stream. Which needless to say has been a while. So while I'm working on that, you wanna introduce us to this video we about to watch?
Oh man, this look like episode 53, the last season. Hold on. So I think where you and I have had our only disagreement is that I feel there is no reason to be an Elon hater at this moment. And I feel like there's a majority of individuals that still Elon haters even after all that he's done. So this is one of the first times where I feel like he's kind of like took a lot of hate. This is when we looked at this that issue with him selling cars directly in the West and in the Southwest, particularly. And we're gonna see if he's either evil genius or mad scientist or alien.
Hmm. I'm leaning more on the alien, bro.
I and you that just you may have grown as a person, but you're still King Crucial.
Look, once you believe in aliens, dog, there's no going back, dog. It's not like, oh, aliens. And when we say aliens, it ain't gotta be the whole. I seen a bug that grow in volcanic atmosphere, like on the volcano, snails. Meaning, I would consider that an alien. It even looks alien.
So octopus will fall in that category too, then. And those the other little the cuttlefish, the anchorfish. So you're saying deep sea creatures are essentially aliens?
It wasn't deep sea. It was a land creature.
No, I'm just saying that if we qualify this snail as an alien because of his ability to live in an extreme environment, we should also qualify the deep sea creatures as aliens as well.
And it's quite possible. Because what is the sea?
It's a different planet.
It's a different environment, to say the least.
Well, I mean, if you're outside of your environment, you can consider it a planet, ecosystem. If you're a fish and you leave the lake, you're in a different planet. If you end up on that beach,
I like the I like the logic. So we're going to get into it. Stop periodically and chop it up to where we need to chop it up because I'm not gonna lie to you. I've forgotten this whole conversation, so it will be refreshing
all
my
right,
stance and why I probably have my dislikes against Elon Musk.
rock
And
out.
don't get me wrong, when the Indians was here, Christopher Columbus, so-called came, you think they ain't consider him an alien?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of uh, examples of aliens when it can considered immigrants, illegal or otherwise.
So at the basis of what I'm saying, the very bottom line, he not like us.
Play the clip.
What was that?
I said it's essentially just like the anti-monopoly laws that were put in place. It's probably the same time period. Because remember, they had the barons, you had the railroad barons and the oil barons back in the Great Depression. There's a group of people. They would get big money, then they would start buying all the little fellas so that they would get all the money, and then they would start controlling the prices so that they could benefit, and then everybody else was losing. And so essentially,
Right,
rules like this get put in place to keep that from happening again.
all right. So but Tesla, bro, and nigga brain operate on a different wavelength. You hear me? Nigga say fuck 10 plays ahead of the game. I'ma go 100. Pull a complete 180 on your ass real quick.
Totally not surprised by the move, though.
You know you'll find a way.
Tesla has been fighting those laws in many states with some success. It hasn't been the case in New Mexico, where Tesla hasn't been able to establish an official presence. In 2019, Tesla tried to put a new law in the state with the help of some favorable legislators, but the local car dealer associations flexed their political muscle and it was dropped. But Tesla has now found a loophole. This week, the automaker managed to open its first store and service center inside an old casino north of Santa Fe, and they did it by partnering with the first.
So I don't think there's nothing much to see here. Just the colonizer colonizing.
I was waiting for that, boy. I knew that's how the angle you're taking immediately. But hey, good. Hey, profitable business is not always morally acceptable.
This is true. I can't refute that. But the most successful ones usually aren't, right?
Um, there are very few examples of pure morals winning. I mean, they are there, and for the most part, the majority of the Fortune 500 is filled with majority positive, or at least nobody has seen a major enough slip up to whistleblow on them. But it's just a human thing, right? So if I'm selling cars and then I find an area that I can't sell cars in, do I just say, well, I guess I won't sell cars there?
But what he doing is taking advantage of tribal land, bro. I feel
I mean, you're telling me that he got a store in a casino and the casino not going to be winning? We talking about the casinos now. We're not talking about a corner store. He's at a casino.
It's over your head, bro. Think about it, right? Okay, so
I bet his rent is crazy.
We're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. We already know how he feels about what happened in South Africa and Zimbabwe, right?
Yeah, we've discussed in some length of his lack of concern of justice socially in where he was born and raised. Yes.
You see that? I like how you put that so eloquently. You know what I mean? Yeah, all that what he said. But we know that he's also a hypocrite then, right?
I mean, that's touchy. That would call me to pull judgment on someone else's ethics.
No,
just from the evidence.
Just right? From the information provided.
So when were these comments made? I did fail to identify when were these negative comments made. Were they very recently, as in within the last couple of years?
It was 4 days ago. Well, 5 days today.
Oh, 5 days. Okay. Oh man. So
Yep. 5 days ago, bro. And that's where you said I ain't even gonna say the names, but we know who he's talking about. The old boy should be looking at war criminal.
So you say who? Okay, so you say who should be seen as a war criminal? Oh yeah, that's right. The freedom fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Okay. So, as an American, I am very familiar with being cooperative with a colonizer in the terms of them working in a field that I also am working in, and them making decisions that benefit me and the company that we're both a part of, and them not caring about the injustices from where they're from.
I get that. Every game gotta have a go ahead.
So although it is inexcusable, I can almost I can just understand his angle as being one of them, and I so I can't chastise, criticize someone for the opinion that comes from their upbringing.
How so? What you mean by his upbringing?
His feeling that literally comes from his upbringing. The environment in which he was raised causes him to feel that way.
Does that make it right?
I didn't say it was right. I said I understand it, and that just because I disagree doesn't mean I should hate him, because the work he's done for I will be benefiting from the work that he is doing now. So regardless of how he feels about what's going on in his homeland, obviously it's not going their way. So I mean, what am I? How am I even supposed to feel about that?
So basically, let me make sure I'm perceiving this right. What you telling me is that since he's doing a good job, you care less about the morals.
No, what I'm saying is, I don't. How am I supposed to tell him to stop doing good for me because he feels some type of way about somewhere else? Now, if how he felt was affecting what he is doing, right, then he doesn't need to be doing it. But again, he is in position for a reason, and the things he is doing are going to benefit me in the long run. So I at least want him to finish this task at this high level that he's performing it at. And although I won't want to go and shake his hand personally and want to be buddies with him because of his personal views, I am free to have company with the people that I agree with their views. Just
So
because
you
he feels that
basically
way
just
doesn't mean I have to make company with this man.
okay. So let's get a rundown on Mr. Musk, right? A quick rundown. Go ahead and tell me all his accomplishments that you just agree with him. And I'm gonna tell you all
I
the ones
feel
that
I
scare me.
feel that the positive feedback that we are receiving from the audit of the funds of the country, which is nothing but a big company, because seeing that company is something he's very good at.
Mm-hmm.
And so bringing in an advisor that you may not agree with their personal views shows that you have enough sense to win.
Okay, this is true.
So as long as we are winning as a country, I can say that him feeling that way about what's going on in South Africa may not be right, but he
Mm-hmm.
is doing the right thing for the job that he's doing here in this country. And so I have voiced my opinion just like he has his, and my opinion shouldn't affect his job, just like his opinion doesn't affect mine.
Ooh, boy, that's pressure right there. I like that. I like that.
That's why I have no
And I
problem with being
completely agree.
a Elon fan, so to speak, without being a fan of his personal opinion, because I could really care less what he does in his personal life. I'm nowhere near $6 billion, so I can be nowhere even in a conversation of personal life with that individual. Therefore, it is irrelevant.
So you're saying you completely trust Elon to do the job at hand with no ulterior motives, no ulterior agenda, and everything put above board. That's what you're telling me.
I'm going to give you an answer and an explanation.
Okay.
Yes, and Trump. Do you understand the problems he will have if he disappoints Donald? Do you understand that if Donald finds out or feels Donald or anybody in that inner circle feels that he is doing something against the good of the country, are you serious? I don't care how much money he got. I don't care what he is running. As soon as one of Uncle Donald's homies feels things are going to go left, Mr. E is going to have an issue. So I have no problem whatsoever trusting that he's going to do a good job because
Oh
he
man.
has enough sense to do his job. And if he has
Yeah.
anything going on, he'll do it after all these eyes and ears is on him.
And that's what I was just about to say, man. He got so many eyes and ears on right now. It's
I'm
crazy.
trying to tell you, I don't care how rich you are. They would love to crush him down to the bottom and disperse his wealth and all his assets. Are you crazy?
So, like I say, we're gonna run it down, right? Tesla, what is all Tesla invested, made, and coming to fruition?
Well, I mean, first of all, he is no inventor. So
Okay,
we don't
talk to me.
his accomplishments do not come from the creation of things. He
Mm-hmm.
is a leader. So his job is improvement, and everything he has put his hands on, he has turned. He's, oh, this is a great setup. They're just missing some key components. I'm going to be a part of this, make it great, and then I'm going to put the right people in place, and then going to step aside and benefit from it and go do the stuff I want to do. He's
Talk
just
to
a
him.
great.
Like,
He is
give
a
an
genius
example.
leader.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What example?
Tesla as a company. Everybody, he purchased it, and he's been through his ups and downs, but essentially, through his leadership, they have done nothing but grow. If you look at the bigger picture,
and you think
you
he'll
can
do that
talk
for
about all
America?
of the failures they've had, but if any other car maker, we take their first 15 years on the market, and we talk about the problems that they've seen as car makers in their first 15 years, and not only is he the car maker, he's doing the car making full electric vehicles. He's in a completely different leg as well. It's his leadership that's amazing. Even if he doesn't like some things personally, he is going to see the problem and he's going to create the solution. Like that's that conqueror's mindset. That's that Caesar, that Napoleon, that Constantine, that you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. You're an alien though. So what can you what can you expect anything less? You think aliens gonna be dumber than humans, bro?
Okay, we're gonna run this back one more time. Like I was saying, genius, exceptional performance, weirdo. Recent history, yeah, Kanye West. Genius,
man,
weirdo. Wait, we can take it back a little bit.
Albert
Einstein, multiple times caught without his pants, didn't know how to tie his shoes. Multiple incidents where they were just like, yo, this dude is wild, crazy. Socrates, Plato. Come on. Every single time somebody in current time, in that current era period of time, is a genius, they are seen in that time period as an alien, a psycho, a loony, a drunk, a airhead, a dreamer. They get every label but genius until after they die. So I totally expect.
Not one of those people you named was black though.
What?
The only one you named was Kanye, and that was argumentative, dog.
Time out.
Course.
So what does that? I'm sorry. What does that have to do with that?
You don't think it's a coincidence that everything that came to Earth had white skin and they wasn't black? Like, come on now, talk to me. Everyone that was on your list, Socrates, Albert Einstein, Elon Musk, yada yada yada, Napoleon. No, let's not.
Historically speaking, from what I have noticed, the black geniuses are more
talking about was a genius for killing black people. Let's talk about it now. What was Napoleon the genius at? Killing, right?
Strategy, finding opportunity, and
killing them, right? Come on, keep it a buck. That's what he was genius at. How to kill people.
Nah, he wasn't a genius at killing people. He was a genius at capturing angles, and territory.
A genius at conquering. He's a conqueror.
Yeah.
Don't sugarcoat it, bro.
Genghis Khan. Genius strategist.
Okay.
Genius strategist. Genghis Khan.
Okay. So, you said Genghis Khan. That's a good
Genghis.
One. I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
You gotta.
Nah, don't pull up Google. It's just off the top of your head. Just off the top of your head. Everyone.
Don't be.
White.
Oh wait. Listen, I got a good one. I got a good one. Joshua. Yeah, from the Bible, Moses' predecessor.
Man, you cannot use a Bible with me, dog. Not with me, dog. You ain't about to use that. No. We taking it back to the ancient wisdom, dog. You feel me? We taking it back to what you see, what you know,
killing me
without the spirituality or religion right now. You cannot bring up the Bible because that is argumentative, and it has been argumentative for
Right,
millions of years.
same thing though, man. Like I said, man, every time somebody's considered a genius, they're first deemed crazy. Rock and roll, hip hop, they were saying, "Hey, that's crazy. People not going to want to
But
hear that,"
hold up.
and people end
This
up
is what
hearing
I'm
it
trying to get
anyway, and they
to.
loved it.
This is what I'm trying to make the difference in. There's a difference in genius in arts and genius in math and science, bro. It's a huge genius. It's a difference, bro. There's a difference in Kanye genius and Elon's genius. They're both geniuses, yeah, given, but there's a difference. You can't say, okay, this singer is the best dancer. It's like it's two different genres of genius. It's two different genres of artistry. So you can't make that comparison. I'm speaking to what is the specific genius that you tie Elon, Einstein, Socrates.
I mean, I feel like Neil Tyson DeGrasse, I think his name is. I think he got the mind. He's on the same mental level as Elon. He's up there with him.
Now, I'm surprised you didn't say Billy Carson.
I gotta turn the camera on for this one. Billy Carson makes great content.
Okay.
But he has been corrected by couple of individuals from my personal viewing to where he could not stand on his findings as strongly as I thought he could. And so once I seen the fumble, I kind of pulled back off Billy a little bit, right, because I was already all right. So I had this one thought, and then a person that he supposedly had a debate with actually made the same point, and it kind of made me feel good about myself, but like bad for Billy. So the thing is, you almost all right. So Greek, when you hear about Greek and Latin, there are people that learn and get fluent with those in real life, and it's not a rare thing. They almost as commonly as Spanish, like common conversational Spanish and Cantonese, and like a standard language.
Right.
But it is very rare for someone to be like, yo, I read Sumerian, like ancient Sumerian. It's what I do. Like I studied and got this and that, and I know exactly what this is saying. And what I'm saying? The way he was telling stories, it was just like he was able to read it like that. And it was like nobody has ever been able to do that. Like everybody guesses at how the details of those stories and stuff play out, because everybody who talks about it says openly, I'm basically guessing. Like I think this is what it says. And like these are people with piles of PhDs on top of stacks of degrees, like saying, I think this is how it looks like it plays out based on time period similar things. Like they're not even going strictly off of the source that they're getting that is classified as Sumerian. And so for that to be said, and then suddenly this I can't remember the guy's name. It was
Wesley Huff.
West Huff.
Like Wesley Huff.
West, yeah. What's up? Yeah, and that was my very first time even seeing that guy on screen. Was him on Joe Rogan talking about that experience with Billy. Then I went back and watched their whole thing with Billy and Wes, and then I went to a couple more things that YouTube recommended that had Wes in it, but that was the craziest thing that I think I came across as far as somebody trying to claim fluency when no one else on the planet has ever done it.
of ancient, what was it, Sumerian?
Yeah.
That's crazy. They
So
even
that
claim the.
that hurt my feelings a little bit because
So let me ask you,
huh.
would you still consider him to be quote unquote genius?
I mean, I didn't consider him genius. I
To begin
consider
with?
him well learned.
Okay. Okay. I could
See,
take that.
I feel like genius would be more like naturally apt
More
to
so a wave maker than wave rider.
right. So the reason why I consider Elon a genius is because when you see he presents information, it is naturally detailed and highly analyzed without usage of too many resources. It's like he is mastered analyzing information,
Facts.
and
Now
it's
let me ask you
almost
this.
natural.
It's what?
It's almost natural. Like you can see he gets new information in live. You can watch him do the calculation and then be like, "Oh, when he hears something that's a good idea, you see it on his face. He genuinely goes, "Oh, hey, I didn't think about that." And then
Like
next thing
a
you know, hey, I got something new for you guys. Guess what? Pound.
like an
That's
AI bot.
genius, right? There you go.
Hey, these your words, bro. These your words. So that's why you would name your son X8 Ash or 12, or that's why you that all makes sense, right?
So first of all, genetically speaking, he's
Talk to me.
Canadian, I believe, and they're fucking weird to me anyway. So I don't know. I mean, that's why I attributed to his
How did
uh
you get him being Canadian?
research. When I first seen Elon, it messed with me how he was, and then they say he was from South Africa, but he didn't really fit what I thought was there. And so I just, did the Google thing, Wikipedia. Find the parents and you look them up, and there's public records, and he's pretty popular, so all his information pulls up really easily.
Okay. But it says he was born in South Africa.
Yeah, totally understood.
Pretoria.
But I said genetically
Genetically
Canadian. Yeah,
Canadian?
yeah.
How?
That's
Like
what's
that's a crazy story. To be Canadian, which is
yeah.
what, French
He descend
territory?
he
Canadians are French, right?
descends. It's either English or French. I'm not. I got to look at it, but I don't remember which part
Canadians
of
have to be
Canada.
French. Got to be the
But
French.
yeah, I figured that it was something weird there, right? So his grandfather on his dad's side came from Canada, and his grandparents from his mom's side are Canadian, and his mother moved to South Africa and met his father, and then he was born.
Moved to South
So
Africa. Okay.
right.
So his heritage is Canadian. Okay. Say
Right.
no more.
So the thing that struck me about that is um so Canadians have a history that can be tied to violence and peace and nice and harsh. The environment is harsh, the people are supposedly nice, but the some so according to some historians, Canadian actions in the earlier wars is what it helped us to influence the introduction of the Geneva Convention. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So, like, I would, a colonizer is a colonizer. It doesn't matter which branch you come from, but it's good to know which branches you come from because he left South Africa to move back to where his mama people's from, right? Then he spent
Right.
17 all the way up through college in Canada, and then he got more education in the United States.
So
So
you
like,
saying colonizing is okay? You're okay with it?
no, I say it exists, and so we have to live with it.
Ah, okay. So when would you consider him a colonizer? Right?
He uses some principles been applied to
Man,
make
yes or no? Would you consider him a colonizer?
Yes, I would. Definitely
So you're
would.
okay with it?
I didn't
You're
say I
okay
was
with it.
okay with it. I say it exists, and therefore I understand and I work around it. Because even in my own business, I use some colonizing tactics with my marketing structure, even though I have a service-based business. But it is the psychology of people, and applying them in a way to make your situation a little more successful is a part of business. And if you didn't read The Art of War, 48 Laws of Power, the 50th Law, if you didn't read anything that pushes you in the direction of success, like if you read any of it, you're going to be using a manipulative tactic. You're going to be climbing a ladder. You're going to be uh, being successful, which allows someone else to fail. You're going to be competing. These are just realities of life.
You always give that list of books and always leave the most important one out.
The Bible.
Nope, the 33 Strategies of War.
Oh, I got all of them. I got from Babylon to Timbuktu, the origin of Black civilization. I mean, my library is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
Speaking of that, from Babylon to Timbuktu, I need a copy of that. Where you got yours from?
I'm about to send it to you right now, bro.
Do that. I'm trying to get one for my pops. I had one in Puerto
Talk about,
Rico.
bro. I sent it to you right now.
What happened?
Say what you talking about? I sent it to you right now.
Nah, I'm talking about a hard copy. I was in Puerto Rico and came across one. Gave it to my cousin to bring it home to my pops, and it never made it back. I was sick. But yeah, I don't think he one of us, bro. And I feel like, yes, this next 4 years, he's gonna be doing great things. He's gonna accomplish a lot. We're gonna love him to death. We're probably gonna vote him for president next election.
I mean,
And at the
I can
same
definitely
time,
see
I
that.
say all that. At the same time, I say all that to say I don't like him. Just because too much is right. Too much is going right. It's like, and it makes me weary to the point to where I get a little bit skeptical. Because when you're doing too much right, you always got to be doing the same amount of bad. It's the cosmic balance. It's just the universal law, bro. So it's easy for the richest man in the world to to deceive and make it so we perceive him in a light that he wishes to be perceived in. Would you agree with that?
Turn your camera on when you're talking.
I
Turn your
can't.
camera on when you talking good.
Man, I'm just saying. He can literally dictate what we do and what we don't see about him. In
Right.
retrospect, he can see what he wants about us at any given moment. It's more accessible. It's more connected. Money isn't the issue. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, you're doing all this good is great. I love it. I won't say nothing bad about it, but I don't think he like us. And if you're doing that much good, it's only cosmically right in the universal law that you're doing just as much bad. Whether it's seen, whether it's not, whether it's understood, whether it's not,
I'm
whether we
saying
get it or whether
that
we
just
don't.
seems weird because you're saying that if I'm doing a lot of good, I'm also doing a lot of bad.
Maybe intentionally, maybe unintentionally. It's just how the universe works, bro. like you said, for every promotion, there's a demotion. Somebody for every step up, somebody's getting stepped on, right? This is your logic. Same logic, really, though.
No. If somebody is doing good, then somebody is doing just as much bad. Elon is doing this much good because
So
we
he's
have
stepping
so
on
much
that many
bad
more
in this
guys.
world. Right, all the bad, but he doesn't have to be connected to the bad. He's stepping on top of the bad to bring balance. Because imagine what we've been saying for years of how the world has been degrading and going down for so long. Look at the stock market. When we have a crash, it's eventually going to correct and come back up. So society, we have all said society has crapped itself.
So can it be that he's doing good for a certain class of people? Maybe the same certain class of people.
But if it trickles down to benefit all of us,
let me get my point across. Maybe the same people that he got. Maybe the same people he got the green cards for from South Africa, right? Could it have benefits for them in the long run?
Definitely, I definitely can see that. Right, but do you think that there are other people that could benefit from it that he didn't intend to?
From what exactly? It depends what we're talking about.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
if you're talking about this audit, yes, definitely.
Well, no, I'm saying no. What I'm saying, what if the situation, right, that he's trying to build that benefits the individuals in South Africa? How do you believe that there are people that will benefit from it that he did not intend to benefit from it?
Naturally.
All right. So let me tell you what I just thought, right? So tell me why, right? If Elon does that, at least it'll help our brothers, right? Because if they have a clear path to get out the way, right? What better, more peaceful, non-violent way to get them crackers up out their space?
In what, so to speak? What you speaking on?
The whole issue, right? People said that it's a bad idea for Elon to give green cards to the people of South Africa that are getting their land taken away and it's given back to the black families, right?
Okay.
That's the issue. But if he clears a path to get them crackers up out that land, then how is that a bad thing? Because if they have a clear path to get up out of there, they have less of a problem with it. And they'll go more freely. I'm just saying, y'all want me to go. Y'all giving me a clear path. Peace. And if Elon is the bridge, oh, look, I didn't grow up here, but I'm educated here. These are my folks. I need them to come this way because this could get ugly. We know how I get down there in Africa. Once they say fuck it, it's a wrap. So let me get these crackers up out of there and put them in a space they'll be more comfortable so that there's no smoke.
And illegally speaking, that's what immigration is supposed to be, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No. Immigration's that is not immigration's problem. Immigration is for when an individual's family says, hey, I want to change my family's environment. We want to go this way. Right. No, this is not an individual family. These are multiple groups of people. This needs to be a program, and then it needs to end after a certain amount of time.
I get that. But you break all that down. It's families. They're families. Because no man can leave their land without his kid.
We're not right. We're not breaking. But what I'm saying is we shouldn't break it down too far. It should be a program
that's
accessible for a limited amount of time. From this time to this time, y'all can come from here to there with no bullshit.
Well, yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. But at the end of the day, it's going to be families that's coming.
Right.
But what you're speaking of is basically something that's implemented for a certain situation, not for a long period of time.
Right. Exactly. Because this is a specific situation. We have the South African blacks retaking the land. This is a potentially dangerous situation. because there are whites who feel they rightfully own the land.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, you either fight them or come this way.
Logically.
Those are the only two options, bro. We're talking about Africa, bro. We're talking about Africa. This is not we cannot apply American logic to the situation.
But you gotta understand what goes around comes around. The karmic balance of the universe is gonna make sure.
But we're supposed to do better than the ancestors, bro.
I'm not talking about the ancestors. I'm talking about us today, bro. You know what I'm saying? We gotta walk
that is
this
a
path.
Solution better than what is commonly acceptable. What commonly would be acceptable is the same shit going on in Ukraine, a war.
Not even that, but at the same time, you gotta understand, like, this is the age of information. Everything we're talking about, everything we're bringing to the table, everything presented, you gotta know that somebody out there already know it and been talking about it. Same with Elon, same with Africa, South Africa, same with the freedom fighters, same with Donald Trump. Everything is out there, bro. Most people like me and you are going to catch up on it, are going to peep into it. My thing is, us as black men, us as black people, us as black citizens of America, a nation that had us enslaved and in captivity for centuries, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna put? What are we gonna have in place? How could we even make it a thing? Is it a petition that we need to get every black man in America to sign to say, okay, we certify as a certain class of people, nothing against this people, transgressions against this people, such and such and such against this people will be handled in X format? Is that something? Is that where we need to go? Or do we flip the board and say, fuck the game?
No, it just needs to be blanket regulation against discrimination. If you fit the bill, if you can pay the bill, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Pure regulation over discrimination. Because if I can afford it, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't bother me. If I'm qualified, you should hire me for it. Like it should be plain and simple like that. It shouldn't even I shouldn't have to tell you what I look like before you see me. I should be able to sign up and be like, yeah, I can do that shit, and I got all this shit to say I do this shit. And then when I pull up, you go, oh, that's you doing this shit. Okay, what's up? Here your locker. That should be it. I should have to go through anything else.
But you said the key word should, and that's not the reality.
Right. So putting regulations in place in order to prevent there being an opportunity for the bullshit.
I feel you. It'll never happen though, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. It's the same reason why your boy Elon was like, your homie should be treated as a war criminal. If that's the case, his ancestors should be treated as war criminals as well, right?
Right.
But that's not the conversation that's being had.
Right.
They demonized what's going on in South Africa, and that's my problem with Elon Musk.
But that's what happens when you have a situation that gets settled, an area that gets settled. So that's happening everywhere on the planet that got settled. That happened, bro. The Seminole Indians had to deal with it in Florida. The dang, what was that? Blackfoots had to deal with it in Virginia. The freaking Ashkenazis did it to the people in the land they now call Germany. Come on now, are we not? Remember, only half of the tribe of Ashkenazi became Jewish.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What's that? It's a whole nother. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, we did that one. We creeped up on that auto mark. So it's time to get into crucial shenanigans.
No.
And
wrap we used to call it curveball.
Yeah, it used to be the curveball, but now it's just shenanigans, bro. Because the curveballs, they come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It had nothing to do with what we talking about. And what we talking about today, Mr. Elon Musk. Now I know you seen the video I sent you, Mr. Elon's son. In the
Oh, you gonna bring this back up? Oh my god.
Yep, I'm. Come on, bro. You ain't gonna let me go. The nigga named Lil X Asher 12. I'm gonna talk about him probably every episode, bro. Like what? I ain't even gonna say black man. What human on Earth, on this planet, besides Elon, because that's evident. Not even Albert named their child E minus C MC squared or whatever.
So it's okay for black women to name their children words that they can pronounce, although we cannot find these enunciations or spellings nowhere else in history. But it kind of sounds like something we heard before. And he can't name his son something weird. That's really what we're doing today. You saying Marquise Lawan is okay. Yeah.
Yes, that's
what you're saying. That's uniqueness. And what he did is not unique. Right. Crucial, you're racist. You are a racist. The white man can't name his child some crazy shit, but we got Shaquille Wans in this bitch.
You got it. You put it old ass out there. I'm letting you know that was fucked up, man. That was a fucked up comparison.
I'm okay with going left.
We ain't got no numbers in our names, bro.
I'm just saying.
Like no agent.
Don't make a difference. Just because he decided to be more unique than Shaquanda doesn't mean nothing.
What has Shaquanda did to you? Shaquanda ain't did nothing to you.
Right. Hey, listen, we could play Petey Pablo right now, and we have a list of names.
What's his name?
That probably ain't spelled the way they sound.
Say, what's his name?
Huh?
What's his name? I told you his name for 2 days straight. You should know it by now. What's his name?
You talking about Aeon Ashy? 12? I don't know that boy name. I barely remember my customers' names. I saved their names as the cars I fix on, sir.
Oh man, I hurt my stomach.
Care what that boy's name is? He don't make a penny yet. His daddy rich. That's why I know his daddy's name. I don't care.
Anybody with his name.
When he makes 16 million a minute, and then I'll know his name, how to spell it, enunciate, and translate it to 4 languages.
Man, look. All I'm saying, you ain't answered my question yet. This is a simple question. What human on earth you know would name their child that? I made it even more specific for you. Somebody you know. Somebody you know would name their child that.
You really doing that?
Yeah, that boy's how old?
No, but he really picking on him because of his son.
Yes. Crucial is laughing and making fun of Elon Musk, the richest man in the country, because of what he named his son.
The topic is he ain't human. He ain't like us.
At the cars, at the characters off of the Black Panther, they're like, come on now. Can you really pick something real? I'm not even in the conversation, but can you really pick something more?
It's pronounced X-A12.
I told you that. But you still ain't answered my question. Do you know a human that would name their child that?
I'm saying we got white men that name their kids Hunter, Ryder.
Bro, those are normal names, bro.
Those are not
human
normal names.
What? Hunter isn't a. That's the most.
No, Hunter. You name the child an action, an activity. Really?
Okay.
But you say that's normal. I think
Okay,
you're the
yeah,
alien.
because
Crucial.
but,
You're the alien.
hold up, let me talk to you though. What you think the Vikings did? Is that not a real proven culture and heritage? So Hunter became a name of a Viking son.
I think you need to go do. I think you need to go do some push-ups or something because that argument's weak.
All I'm saying is I don't know a person that would name their child with any number in it, bro.
What you mean?
The numbers in it. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's more than that. We're gonna find it.
Give me another name with numbers in it. Any other name with numbers.
Hey, you'll get this episode.
What does he mean?
Let's get in the episode.
No, but I
oh yeah, but that's. Oh, there it is. Yes, there it is. Then you got to give the examples. We on live. Thank you. There are multiple children named Seven. I know a girl.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't think about like actually spelling the number out. That's a good one.
Yeah, no, I know a girl who named Seven, and her mama put the number 7 on the birth certificate. Hear me?
You out of here?
I'm serious. In Florida, that's home, boy. That wasn't even up here, buddy. Listen,
bro, I promise you.
I
promise you, this is the first time I've ever even heard of anything like this with numbers in the name, dog.
American names with numbers in them.
All I'm saying, bro, I ain't naming my child after no archangel. Especially
Texas and New Jersey are the only 2 states where you are not allowed to name your children with numerals, with Arabic numerals, and that's the only specification. There is no, you cannot, and it looks like for most jurisdictions, you cannot use a digit as part of the name in most jurisdictions, meaning he named his child in the jurisdiction where it's allowed.
Of course. You said what? Texas and New Jersey?
Texas and New Jersey, adding Arabic numerals to a child's name is not allowed in Texas and New Jersey, but Roman numerals are usually okay.
Say that then. Hold up.
But it says you cannot use digitals as part of a name in most jurisdictions. And then a lot of people use Greek numbers for names. Quintus, Primus, Secundus, Tertius. I've heard that. I mean, I guess that's old time.
I typed in names with numbers, right? And what popped up was Quintavious. So you need to owe black people an apology because that's a black name, bro.
How do I owe an apology? It's still
talking about.
We said nobody got this. Don't nobody name their kid like this. This gonna be
a number though, not with no numbers.
This dude is a genius. He said nobody has started this, bruh.
And then you brought
nobody did this. This dude's a genius,
Shaquanda for no reason, bro. That's all I'm saying. Shaquanda had nothing to do with Lucky. Lucky is considered a number. No. Like 7 and 9 in Star Trek. Septimus, Sextimus, June, V, Ray, Ivy, Trinity, Trixie, Trey, Mark.
You got a dude that was born in South Africa.
Talk to me.
Spent time turning into an adult in Canada. And then educationally refined.
Wait. Hold up. So he went from South America from being born to Canada, right?
South Africa, and then 17, they moved to Canada for school. So 17 to 19, He was in Canada, I think, and then I think
Okay.
20 to finishing college, he was in the United States. So you telling me you went from South Africa, which is still Africa, which means you were raised in a culture that was like different, right? Then you go to Canada, which has got to be the opposite of the spectrum. You feel me? Opposite. Freezing cold, high society, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you come to America, and he's a genius, and you don't think he was going to come up with a weird name?
No, I'm off that now because you done intrigued me into something. Because I might have to take back a statement what I said earlier about him being, elected president. There's a key law that would have to be changed for that to happen in any capacity.
Well, you got to be born here?
Yeah.
See? We don't even got to worry about him being president.
Or do we?
You don't even have to hate him so bad.
Hold on. Or do we?
Oh, here you go. He might be governor somewhere. He might pull an Arnold Schwarzenegger on y'all niggas.
No, I ain't even saying that. What I'm saying is we paint it one way or the other. It don't matter who's sitting in the chair. Elon gonna be part of whatever going on from now on. That's a given. Let's say the next candidate want to run an audit on the previous campaigns, spending dentures and this and that. Who you think they're going to? The person who did it successfully,
right?
So what I'm saying, what my point is, what I'm trying to get to is basically maybe you don't have to have the title of president to do the job or to get the job done, so to speak.
Crucial.
What's up?
The position of president has never gotten the job done. Like what?
We get that.
What point has the president?
What I'm saying is
the president has never done the job.
It's always been like what everybody I'm saying. It's always been listen. It's always been a curtain. You get what I mean? It's always been a curtain between benefactor and the president. The president usually stands on his pedestal all alone, right? You don't know who's the supporters. You don't know who's the donors.
Right. You don't see the strings.
That's what I'm saying. We see the strings now is what I'm saying, bro.
And that what has you so nervous? The transparency?
I'm not nervous about it. I'm just like, why y'all not, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more shook about it? Because I see if he doing it now, bro, that means it's been going on. So who been pulling the strings? And I'm saying if he's pulling strings now, he's probably going to be pulling strings in the future. Since he can't sit in the chair unless he go, I don't know, some crazy happen, but I don't see the smartest man in the world losing all his finances. or power and influence for that matter.
I stand on what I said.
I get what you said, but
he sees the future benefit that's going to trickle down for the future generations, and he is honestly a good enough person, even with some of his personal opinion not being that great. He still sees for the greater of humanity that these things need to happen right now, so that it's not such a tragic abrupt crash that we're going to run into. He's just dampening the inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Just playing a role to make it a little easier on us for a little bit, because he's a businessman and he is going to benefit in the long run. His employees are going to benefit. His partners are going to benefit. There's going to be a lot of external benefits for him that I believe that he is keen on, and will allow him to do things that aren't going to directly benefit him, because those underneath and attached to him are still going to get wins from it.
So when you say so you saying will unintentionally benefit from it?
No, intentionally benefit from it, but not directly. Those who directly benefit from him, his employees and underlings and the benefactors of everything that he is about and for are going to benefit from this in the future. Their children and their children's children are going to benefit from us being able to kill half of our national debt within one calendar year.
Was that so? Has that been said?
Yeah, do you understand that if they find uh the same amount of mistakes that they've already found before July, that they will be able to clear half of the deficit within one fiscal year. And that means next year we won't have any inflation, no interest rate increase. The math is there.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So it's not him directly benefiting, but his children, his grandchildren, and all of the children of his employees are going to benefit from this. Even we, as of next year, as regular American citizens, are going to benefit. And something that I don't believe anybody has said, this is going to put a humongous dent in the BRICS plan.
How so?
Because they were partially counting on the crash of the economy that they can benefit from. And this is going to further delay the possibility of an societal crash, not economic crash, a societal crash.
But their dollar is backed by gold.
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Our dollar is backed by military power.
So, which is more valuable?
Right. Military power is way more valuable than gold, because no matter how much gold you have, if nobody can do business with you, what the fuck you got but rocks?
Hey, them some pretty rocks.
I mean, they're gonna be sitting right in your treasury. Y'all can walk around and count them hoes all day. If nobody doing business with you, they don't mean shit.
Hey, them some pretty bricks. What you talking about?
Go build a hut. Go build a hut with them hoes. You ain't got communications with people that can help you spend that money or make more of it. It don't mean shit.
Okay, military power. China isn't no slouch. Russia not no slouch.
China is not a threat. If Chinese military is on a mass sale is sent anywhere to fight, they're gonna do just like the North Korean soldiers and be like, "Hey, I'm defecting because I know y'all live better than we do. I just been waiting for a reason to escape or a way to escape."
Fuck you think so?
Man, come on, easy. You know how quickly they had so many North Koreans defect, bro. Them niggas landed and was like, "Oh no, here I don't want to fight. Come get me. Let me get some Coca-Cola and Doritos and which I got. Hey,
man,
come on, man. They're shooting armor plates out of Russian suits and shit like that, and cracking the armor plates with pistol rounds.
Ooh,
come on, man. Listen, they don't have the equipment to keep going, bro.
Who got that artillery?
No, not no artillery. The Russians, the bulletproof vests, the soldiers, some Russian bulletproof vests got confiscated by Ukraine, and they shot it with pistol rounds, and it was cracking the body armor plates with pistol rounds. That's not good.
That's crazy.
Like they were finding Russian body armor jackets with wood planks in them hoes, bro. So you telling me that I'm in North Korea under dictatorship, and he sends me to back the Russians as soon as I land, and I know a little bit of what's going on, but as soon as I land, all I know is everything going on everywhere else in the world is better than what I got going on.
Okay,
so to my family for freedom.
So to your point, you say military power, right? But wouldn't gold be more valuable to run an economy?
No, because the military power is backed by all the money. Because what else is backed by military power?
Military power.
What backs military power?
Humans, people.
Oil.
Or it depends on your army.
Oil.
Yeah, it depends on your army.
No.
But we're talking about China bricks, and we're talking about American economy, right?
Right. And we're thinking about everybody connected to the American society and economy.
So not just in America.
Anybody, United Nations, right?
Just saying,
anybody
Israel,
mess with you, they mess with me, right?
Okay.
So remember, everybody who gets tariffs from the United States, that also applies to every other country in the United Nations too, don't it?
So you're saying military force is the way to go because it's better.
It's backed by more important than pure currency because oil is stronger than gold.
Yeah, but we know China isn't just pure currency, bro. Come on, like
China's not pure currency, but they also have a high likelihood that if they get deployed, they will desert. That's why they haven't deployed anywhere, and they've maintained the same territory size for the time that they have.
And it is a lot of them motherfuckers now.
But a lot of them deserting ain't gonna mean nothing but what? More soldiers for the other side.
I mean, even if let's say 100 million of them desert, that's still a few billion of them over there, bro.
Right. But understand, once again, positioning. You by yourself. Brazil has no real military strength. They are not a threat. Russia is not a threat. India is not a military threat.
So
China is not a military threat.
Not to us, no, not at all. Well,
right. As soon as anybody gets touched, we have to be involved, right?
Brazil, Russia, India, China. What's the other C?
What do you mean other C? It's only one C, ain't it?
Brazil, Russia, China, India. Okay. Wasn't it 5?
Huh?
Wasn't it 5 countries? I thought some. I think I could be wrong, but I could. Was it Guatemala or something like that? But the only one that would have potentially even a threat is Brazil, but they'll have to go through Mexico.
First of all, Brazil has never been a military threat.
Well, not militarily, but they have resources, and if they're involved with enemies of us, then they can have access to invade land via the border.
You think Mexico is going to let South America attack us?
I mean, now, no, but I'm talking about. Think about during the previous administration at the influx of people that was coming in through the border.
While the Mexican government pretended to cooperate the entire time.
Facts. But
so they would definitely snitch. Hey, US, your boy, I'll just let you know. I ain't getting in it, but hey, they on the way. You crazy. That's a lot of land to cover.
So you saying, hold on, let me get this straight.
Brazil can't make it through Mexico.
Well, you know how many people came from Mexico, from Brazil, from Venezuela, Honduras, and all those places through Mexico to get here? There's quite a few.
I hear what you're saying. No.
All I'm saying is,
I'm talking about the government telling the military to move through Mexico is not happening.
But you understand, it's 2025. It only take a handful of people to topple a whole economy. It's been done.
You're talking about the Ranger unit? You're talking about the military branch specifically designed to do stuff like that?
I'm talking about the Army Rangers? A coup of any kind. A coup that's been running.
Usually orchestrated by an Army Ranger battalion.
So let me ask you, are you thinking that we're the only ones that use those tactics?
No, but as soon as we get involved, they work.
I hear you, bro.
I'm
But
saying every region on the planet has a Army Ranger battalion, and their entire job is to know the area they're in so that they can take care of it in case they become an issue for the United States. Like that's literally their entire job. What are you? It's like saying get a PhD in finding out how to tell if we're going to fuck with my, like, let's say you and me are brothers and I raised you to move to the op neighborhood to let me know exactly when they're going to strike. And
okay,
then you go and build your own clique, but they don't know you're my brother, but you just so happen to fuck up everybody around you, and you always somehow never seem to affect or touch me.
you getting that?
They say we lost the Vietnam War, but it's because we killed everybody we thought we were supposed to, but ended up picking the wrong side. Basically, is how I feel. So if the Americans would have chose the right side to support, it would have still been a win either way. Like the America backed out because they chose the wrong side. They finally was like, you know what, fuck it, we can't be a part of this, and left. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to look it up and might have to retract a statement, but I believe that's how it went.
I hear you. But what I'm saying is, America isn't the only country that stage coups, bro.
No,
France do it.
okay, and I didn't
UK
say we
do it.
stage them. I say we support and organize them.
Okay.
See what usually happens is
But
that
what
they
I
be
was bringing
bullshit.
up is that opened up. It's all about location with me, and each each country that you named that's incorporated with BRICS, right, have
Mhm.
one thing that's very important to that commodity,
And
and
what
that's
Brazil got.
access to water.
Right. Okay, that's true. Also, do you know one of Venezuela is very close to Brazil, and I don't think that Venezuela's president, who I believe loves Donald, would ever let anybody else in South America attack the United States without us knowing.
Oh no, that's true. No, that's fact. I believe that. But what I'm saying is, what we're doing here in America is it kind of feels like more so consolidating, while BRICS is attempting.
I mean, it's great timing. I totally agree with you, but it's great timing to do that. They are still so weak and new that this is a good time for us to get our shit together.
And that's why I'm saying I'm trying to get to the point where you made about military power, right?
Yeah.
So it's like now we're becoming back to bully again, so to speak, where they're offering bricks, gold, and we're offering war and guns.
Um,
Because
I
no country's gonna, let's get it straight now. Afghanistan didn't relinquish over. They didn't join us willingly. We had a whole war for them. Every territory that is American marked had a war, a dispute, some kind of travesty happened to it for them to give up their land, right? Or at least share it with America.
yeah. I mean,
Afghanistan.
notice we don't settle. Normally, is the vibe is stabilized. I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the word they're using. Okay.
yeah, that's the word they use because normally it's American involvement only comes once.
A
Something. Yes,
totalitarian.
yeah, something happens kind of crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
understand that we entered a war because a cruise ship with that contained a couple of Americans got hit. I
What
mean,
war was this?
I think it was the second World War we entered after a cruise ship got hit?
For
First World
real?
War was Pearl Harbor. Second World War was civilians dying,
Get out of here, man.
or vice versa. Hold on.
Oh, that's wild. Billions out here starting wars, dying. That's a very logical reason. And
Yeah,
you
oh,
said,
okay,
wait,
I had it backwards. World War One. It was a British cruise liner, and there were Americans aboard. And the submarine, German submarine U-20 torpedoed and sank the cruise ship, and that is what sparked the United States being involved. They killed almost 1,200 people. It was 123 Americans.
so how many Americans died in the World War One?
One 116,000.
Was it worth it? You heard me?
I'm doing one calculation. There were 1.1 to 1.8 million Axis soldiers killed.
Wait, what?
1.1 to 1.8 million Axis soldiers were killed.
What you mean by Axis?
The bad guys, the Nazis.
ISIS, right?
No, Axis. AXIS. Axis.
Axis. Oh, okay.
I
So
mean, 10%. Hey,
no, I'm asking you, was it worth it? Overall, all the deaths.
10% and a win. Yeah. 10% and a win. We
Bro.
took 100 people to fight. They brought 100 people to the fight. All 100 of them knocked out. One of us got knocked out.
That's not
Yeah,
the numbers though. That ain't the
I'm just
numbers
saying.
though. The numbers was 116,000, bro. That's 116,000 families. That's 116,000 loved ones gone. Over 123 from a cruise ship. And then you say 1.1 million.
Those
Active.
123 were the last. That was the last event that happened after the United States tried so hard
So you
not to
said
get
1,200
involved.
died on the cruise ship.
Yeah, total.
Okay, so 1,200 died on the cruise ship. 116 died defending America, and let's say 1.8 million died defending their home, right?
No, the 1.1 to 1.8 million were the ones attacking everybody.
But they was on their home turf, right? Were they attacking us in
Nah,
America?
no, they were attacking Austria. They were trying to conquer Austria. They were trying to take over Bulgaria. They were on their way to England. They had started attacking France. What you mean?
And that's what started World War One. Okay, I'm
Right.
thinking about I'm thinking about a whole different war. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
no,
about
World War One. Yeah, the German army started attacking all the neighbors and started working their way across Europe. And America said we are not going to be involved in the European war until 100 Americans died in that cruise ship. And that was the last straw because there were other attacks that had been kind of like we still not going to be involved because it's not, we trying not to be in they shit, but that was the last straw.
and even though,
And England was calling for help anyway.
of course, they're gonna call for help. Who else they gonna call? But let me ask you:
If
you
you're
say
losing, are
it
you
was
going to
worth
call
it?
the niggas going to win, or are you going to call the nigga next door to getting his ass whooped too?
like I said, who else they gonna call? We knew it.
Right.
It wasn't no, ain't no
So I'm
guessing about
saying,
the next time.
you already calling me. Now you
You
know
gonna
I done
call
lost some of
on
the homies.
Tyrone.
You know what I'm
They gonna
saying?
call
And then
Tyrone.
the Second World War, we wasn't involved. They bombed our Navy base, unbothered. Nobody messed with nobody. Early in the morning, start tearing shit up. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Every day, B.
I'm just saying, man. I'm not saying I agree with the response. I'm just saying the response is probably what I would have done too.
I'll be fucking with you, man. Navy bases blow up every day. But
I'm saying, so we weren't supposed to react. We weren't
I didn't
supposed
say that at all. Nah, you supposed to react. You're supposed to react firmly, swiftly, and heavily, quick. I mean, look, for me, I'm a strong supporter of the killing off the weak, man. That's I can't put no other sugarcoat on it, bro. It's like that's why I have bittersweet
How
views.
could you say that and then have a problem?
Hold on. I already know you're about to go. Let me finish my statement. That's why I have bittersweet views about slavery in a whole, because I know to go through something for that long a time, right? There has to be some point where you've given up, not even as an individual, but as a people. And that's where I'm saying every other race have it in place already, bro. Like if me and you go and say something racist towards any other race, they unite, a bundle, and attack with accuracy, bro. With us, it's almost like we're almost okay with other races degrading us and calling us out of names. When you look at all the bloodshed, all the things that black people have fought for, the wars, you've named two of them already, I'm sure, which contain black people, right? Or a population of black people.
I mean, yeah, there were several issues. You know, part of World War I was fought in Northern Africa.
Yep.
So there's that.
There's that, which gave us what? Access, because you know a base was set up there. Or however they will put it, what would they call it? Embassy.
Oh, yeah. One of the most cruel of all the Nazi generals was in he was a tank commander, I think, in North Africa. But see, the issue is people want peace, but publicly, but they secretly want war because everybody wants to win. Everybody claims peace outwardly, but we all want to win in our each and every individual arenas.
This is true. I could agree with that. Which is why, even though his tactic isn't on his sleeve or on his forehead, the way I can clearly see what his end game will and want to be, I know he gives America the best chance at evolution, which is why ultimately I'm okay with Elon's position in the government, because at the same time as I have my discredits and I have my skeptics and I still don't believe he's human, I believe to a certain degree he can represent a certain aspect of humanity that I'm willing to be represented by him, which is business, which is economy, which is health, which is, finances, all the good stuff, transportation. Imagine our public transportation system under Elon Musk's care and guidance. So yeah, I have no doubt he's gonna do good, but like I told you, when I like something too much, I become skeptical and weary. And until that line is crossed, which I'll definitely be waiting for it, pull the mask off or whatever it is, people not like us do. I'll be waiting for it. But till then, yeah, you get my congratulations. I love the work he's done. I love the work he's doing for the government so far. Let's see where it goes because he's definitely shooken up and changed things in a way that I'm shocked it's been done so fast and so drastically. We've never seen an unelected government official in the Oval Office with his son, bro. That has never happened, ever, ever. Not giving us, not giving a speech, not giving a president. Nah, that's never happened. I mean, Kanye came in there. He said a few words, but he was in there with the whole mass of paparazzi and this and that and the media. That was a whole stunt. But I'm saying like to actually give, what was it?
We
It
need
wasn't a
to we need to see that Uncle Donald is the truth. He is a picture of what America is about, being straightforward business, handling business, and minding my own personal business and leave it where it's at. I don't care what you call me and label me as, I'm gonna get this job done. Elon is also a picture of that. He showed their picture of the American dream. You can come here and work your ass off and build something from nothing based off of your intelligence and your usage of resources.
matter if you're human or not. I respect it, and that's what America stands for. Let me ask you something, bro.
Capitalism.
Let me ask you something, bro. And this is purely speculative. All politics aside, right now, and this is the vibe what I get you when I say he's not like us, right? Let's say you talking to someone and she's been hiding who she is the whole time, and it turns out that this she was a he in another life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you feel betrayed or angry in that moment?
Okay. In a personal setting, yes.
Hold up now. But even in a public setting, right?
No. Nope. Because I'm
So
not
you're saying you
investing.
gotta have
Listen,
okay.
listen,
Thought.
listen to what I'm saying. You
Go ahead.
said you said in a past life, but I'm talking about in a public setting. If I'm dealing with somebody, it is strictly business or it is strictly spiritual. It is either I am spreading or sharing the word with somebody or I'm doing business. I'm paying you to do a service or you're paying me to do a service that we both legally provide for other customers on a nationwide scale. You know what I'm saying? And so
I get you.
if I
Hold
do
up.
business with a
Let me
woman
rebuttal
in
that.
public
Let
and then I
me,
find
I
out
get
that
what
is
you're
a man
saying.
later, it doesn't faze me at all. If you serve me a burger and I think your name is Keisha, and then I see you later and you say, "Hey, you remember I served you a burger earlier today, Keisha," and your name and you Kevin now, it does not bother me whatsoever.
Okay. Okay. I get that.
Because
And it shouldn't.
it has
But
nothing to do with me.
I get that. But let me prevent what I'm trying to say, bro.
I hear what you're
That
trying to
doesn't
say, but
count.
it wouldn't bother me.
How did then instead of rebuking me, disputing me, let me build on my point. What I'm trying to make. If you understand it, you get what I'm saying. I feel like it's all like we're not gonna him being who he is, right? He know all eyes are on him. So everything that's done above board, just like you said, on a public stage would be exactly how you said it would be, right?
Right.
But you also said you wouldn't care about if he came home and snatched the mask off, right?
Right.
But let's
Because it
say
doesn't
when he
affect the
snatched that
performance.
mask off, it's not nothing like what we've known or seen before.
I mean, it doesn't affect his performance, so it's not a concern of mine.
Of course, it wouldn't affect his performance being in the nature of who he is or what
But
he is.
I'm still trying to, right, but I only care about his performance in the job. I could care less what happens in his personal life. If he takes off a mask, puts on a dress, I don't give a damn.
It's not about what he's wearing. It's about who he. But so okay, if I trust you to do this job, basically what you're saying is it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, as long as you can do this job, you're okay with me.
Yeah, as long as you do not violate my trust, I can trust you.
You violate your trust in what way?
Not performing the tasks you said you would perform.
So that's the only way your trust could be betrayed. The where
Yes.
you would have.
Because I only have personal connection with the people in my personal life. Those are the only people that have to show me who they are for real.
So let's say this person has done bad business before. But he's doing good business now, right?
Right. Did
You're
somebody
willing-
come to me and tell me he did bad business, or I'm just taking a chance that he might have done bad business before?
That's all speculative. I'm just telling you this is
right. Well, I'm saying
setting. He's done bad business. He's doing good business now. Will you feel comfortable doing business with someone who, whether you know or whether you don't know, did bad business in the past? And I say bad business, meaning like, trafficking, drugs, whatever.
It just depends on what's going on. If I'm dealing with a lot of cash money and they have been known to steal money or not pay back debts or whatever, then I just have enough sense to discern that they're probably not a person to do that business with.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, but it's a case by case. I can't give you a blanket answer.
Exactly. But generally speaking, it would be no, right?
I'm not changing nothing.
You can't. You're not gonna do business with someone who you have.
If I want to do business with you and somebody comes and say you did bad business with them, I'm going to try to figure out why is it that you're telling me that they did bad business with you, and they're still doing business.
Okay.
They're still doing business, but you said it's bad business. Was it something you did? Did you not fulfill an obligation?
No.
Like how reliable is the source?
I'm jotting this down, and we're gonna take this into the next episode because you just gave me an angle to play with. I like that. And this one gonna be even more controversial than this one, bro. The next one. But I'm gonna finish off on this topic, and then I'm gonna wrap it up with like I say, he's gonna do great things with Trump. But the real movie begins when Trump is out of office. When Trump is retired, then we'll see the fruits of Elon said labors, right?
Man, we're gonna see Barron.
Hold on, 1 second. Let me ask you this: do you think he's gonna have a long-standing position in the cabinet, or this is just a project-based contract?
I believe this is a contract situation, and we may see him again in the near future in a similar position, but a different task.
And I'm cool with that, bro. Cause I'm like honestly speaking, like whether I like the dude or not, Elon Musk is one of the greatest minds in America, bro. And I feel like he's an asset that has been underused throughout the past 4 years. Or underused, or maybe he just was biased against the cabinet in office. But
Well, I mean,
a
the
lot of the
cabinet
things he's
office,
doing,
they weren't business people, so they weren't
because
a click
I don't
anyway.
think that cabinet would have allowed him to audit the places that he's auditing now. Like,
Oh no, there's too much secrecy. That's why they were so cool with your the email deleter.
which is why I applaud what he's doing. That was I wasn't even expecting that to happen, but that was definitely a needed step for any kind of evolution or progression in this country, so to speak. But yeah, like I said, I think that he's been underused. He's an asset to the country. Another one who I believe is an asset to the country is your boy Jeff, but he's so built on stuck on building I don't know Amazon and getting the NFL contracts and this and that. I mean, if if he was actually providing, I don't know, using that big brain of marketing for our government in a governmental capacity, that could definitely help as well. Like I say, it's a lot of assets in human form in America that I feel just been underused. Great minds.
I just want to say that although Jeff Bezos is very rich and very successful, I do not put him in the genius category.
No, not at all. He's when it comes to marketing, bro. Yeah, he's next level, man. I ain't gonna, bro. He's next level, dog. Trust me. But as far as like whiz and you know knowledge and wisdom, nah. That's not him for him. That's not him for real. But when it comes to marketing, oh yeah, bro, yeah. Trust me, look into it. He's nice with it. I respect the way he started out in his garage on a computer, a filing cabinet, and his, bro. I respect this hustle. I respect this man. I'd never take nothing away from him. But at the same time, no, he's not a genius. He's nowhere near Elon Musk, although they are, financially competitive.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I'm saying. And that's why I like about I gotta bring it up. The Kendrick halftime performance. Um there was a lot of assets that he used. You know what I mean? Uh Using Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam. You know what I'm saying? And having Serena come out and Crip Walk, having the Crips and the Bloods, like all those, I feel are assets to a country because once we get on one accord, let's say, like, there's really no other country to use as an example except for America. But
Exactly.
let's say you get what I mean. So let's say we all get on one accord, like Obama did for the LGBT community. Damn, they even have a fucking community before. You know what I'm saying? Even the
Right.
black men and black women of the nation have any kind of support or establishment. And the one that we did think we have ended up being corrupt and a scam. So that's my question I want to end with on the cast today is what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do as Americans? What could we do? What's the move? Not taking all ideas, but I like the petition. At least starting there, starting with something simple, getting something simple passed to where the disrespect and the negative light casted upon is, if not in a comical light, is kept at a minimum. Anything you want to leave us with, King Chaos?
You said what?
Say anything you want to leave us with.
Nah, man, you know everybody needs to keep grinding, moving forward, progressing, staying in prayer. Everything else is automatic.
That part. With that, it has been the King Table Podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed. Run it back, chop it up, look the shorts, and until the next time, it's always think with greatness.